Anthem sucks, and you don't need to play the video game to know that it sucks because it's not the quality we expect from Bioware. Bioware is known for its strong storytelling and for the fact that your choices when you play any Bioware game has consequences. One of the games I've played from Bioware, even though I haven't completed it yet, was Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. Both of these games, including Mass Effect 3, is well known for its world building, plot, story, lore, and its memorable characters, even for the music, graphics, and action, and the gameplay. Anthem contains none of those. It merely has a generic storyline with generic characters and generic gameplay, despite the fact you fly an Iron Man suit. As a matter of fact, the entire game's generic. It makes the worst entry of the Mass Effect series, Mass Effect Andromeda, a masterpiece. Even Mass Effect Andromeda has the basis of Bioware storytelling. With Anthem, you just have two choices that lead to the same plotline for each character. You would think, with all the loot shooter genre types like Destiny, the Division, Borderlands, and the like, that they would have their own twist to the loot shooter genre. With Anthem, they didn't. They could have implemented a real-time story like it was promised in the E3 trailer in 2018. They could have implemented that story through using your control buttons while in combat, or attacking or talking with certain enemy types or people in battle, or outside battle. But instead, they reduced their storyline and dialogue to just two choices for almost every character you talk to that lead to the same plot. No real consequences, no branching storylines, no unique characters, just a generic storyline, a generic good versus evil character, a good versus evil storyline. Now, the gameplay itself is what I've seen in all the streams and gameplay videos are generic. The whole concept of flying around in an armored jetpack suit is great in concept, and the flying part looks great, but they never use it to its full potential. Bioware could have used creative ways with its mechanic, but it's just to fly around to objectives, shoot, and fly again. You can hover to be effectively involved with the ground enemies that don't use projectors. But that's it. They never use this mechanic to its full potential. Also, there is still immersion. Even though Borderlands 2 has loading screens, they only apply when you go to each map to map. And each map in Borderlands and Borderlands 2 is basically massive. And you can teleport within those maps by location to location without a load screen. It only loads when you go from map to map. In The Division, the game loads the entire map through dynamic streaming. And there's only a load screen if you want to fast travel to a safe point or to the base of operations. In Anthem, there is a loading screen for everything. For when you open the game, during after cutscenes, when you go to the menu screen, before you go to free play, before you go to each mission, when you get teleported because of the many bugs in the game, there's a loading screen for everything. Overwatch never had a loading screen for everything, so it's probably inexcusable. Even for Mass Effect, they never had a loading screen, or they hide the loading through mechanisms that the average player won't notice. It's as if Bioware have not learned anything they applied in their previous projects. In this day and age, the excessive amount of loading screens is inexcusable. The only thing that was positive about the game is the graphics. As for the sales, they've already tanked. In already places in Germany, they've discounted the game to the equivalent of $40 in stores like in Media Market. And of course, Bioware has plans to add more features to the game and more content, but most of it will be in free play. No expansion of the lore, no expansion of the storyline, no further detail in it. At this point, I predict 6 months from now that Bioware will be shut down as an EA studio. Electronic Arts / EA has a habit of shutting down studios that do not meet sales goals nowadays. Bioware will be next. Bioware as a studio will be next, and their legacy will end in a sour note. So if you're planning to buy Anthem, don't. there are plenty of loot shooter games you can buy that are a lot better than Anthem. The Division, Destiny, Destiny 2, Borderlands, and Borderlands 2, especially Borderlands 2. Seriously, I would wait for the sequel to The Division 2, that already has a lot more content than Anthem's free play mode on March 15th. And you can play the open beta from March 1st to the 4th. That's coming this week. Anthem is not worth the $60 price at all. It's an Anthem that is not worth listening to.